This thing working? Yes. Am I on camera? Yes. Okay. I believe we are good to go. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video, and this is going to be a very distinctive kind of video given the recent events that have taken this course and of course how it affected most people and everything else. But before we get to the bottom line and of course what is about to transpire as of now, do you guys remember the day that I made a community post in regards to a certain challenge that I intended to do? I was waiting and waiting and waiting for the opportune time to actually take on this challenge. I guess you could say I was following the trend, but given the recent events, well actually, I'll get to that in just a moment. But yes, I remember posting the picture in the community post in regards to this challenge that I wanted to do, just to keep the ball rolling when it comes to challenges and whatnot, and of course take my challenging skills to a whole new level. But there are times when you can, and of course there are times when you just cannot for the sake of your own health. And yes, I mean that by heart because, well, but the thing is though, when it comes to spicy foods, to kind of specify, I'm not about objecting them. I'm not one to really objecting to spicy foods because spicy foods can save you, but at the same time though, it can lead to, like, well, certain situations such as, well, actually let me talk about the good stuff, the positivity when it comes to spicy foods. Some that are spicy but can really help. And why do I say they help? Because, well, last week I was feeling sick, right? I remember telling you guys about it one time. I was having the stuffy nose and a runny nose, and of course also a sore throat, a scratchy sore throat. It felt like sandpaper and everything, you know, everything that laid out in regards to how I've been feeling sick and whatnot. Heck, I even explained that in certain other videos where I was feeling funny. You guys heard me nasally talking on camera and everything else. And of course, it led me to finding excellent means to actually help alleviate the sickness, right? Whether it's sinuses, allergies, or heck, even the fever at that. So we find numerous ways to relieve ourselves, right? When it comes to me though, when I feel sick, when it comes to spicy foods, I love spicy food. I love spicy wings, I love spicy soup, I love spicy Mexican food, spicy sauces, spicy condiments, etc. And of course, spicy stuff like spicy ramen. As a matter of fact, what I have right here is one of the most delicious and spicy ramen, and I love this ramen. I could order this anytime if ever I take a notion to. I could order this any day I want because this sort of flavor of ramen right here, I love. And no, this is not a sponsorship video. I'm just describing how I feel for certain spicy foods that I love, that I would love to actually eat, not only for enjoyment but also for relieving sickness in general, right? When I feel sick, when I have a stuffy nose and whatnot, I will always turn to many amazing and of course positive and safe, secure means to take care of my health, right? This one right here, this is a Tumsei ramen, right? I love this flavor. I ordered this like recently, like a few weeks ago. Came in the mail. I missed eating this flavored ramen and gave it a shot after a long time, and let me just tell you, it is very delicious. It is very spicy, yes it is, but I don't mind that because, well, I want to have something to open me up, correct? So, in regards to spiciness, and of course, given that I found many means along with taking my medicine to help feel better, I'm very grateful that spicy foods exist. But in regards to the downside when it comes to certain spicy things, like a certain trend, okay, now I get to the point where I talk about the downside, a certain trend that has transpired that had gruesomely affected most people, and of course the person that did it themselves. And of course, most of you have probably read up on what had happened to the person who took on this particular alternative when it comes to challenges and whatnot. I'm talking about what you see right here, where I'm pointing at, where I'm literally pointing at. Let me fix it. There we go. You recognize the coloration, you recognize the front of the box, and of course you recognize the deadly shape right here. This is what I'm talking about right here, right? And this is one of the challenges that I was going to go with a while back, but I still had the notion to go for it. But after hearing the story as to what happened to one of the victims, even though some people have been doing this on YouTube and of course trying this out for themselves just for the heck of it or to like join in on the bandwagon in terms of trend, I understand that people want to do like big challenges and whatnot, but you're honestly being prone to asking for trouble. In other words, you're asking for a cry of help, like not just 1 hour but more than that, because more than just an hour where stuff could have been extremely worse. And I don't want that for myself, honestly. I don't want that for any of you guys who are also familiar with this. After the trend had been going down for some time, right, it led me to buying this from the gas station one time, correct? I think this was last year. I don't care when I actually got this, but it matters not when I got this particular thing. What matters the most is that people are being gruesomely affected. Even though people have taken on this sort of challenge and of course survived, still though, it can lead to something worse. People have been disclaiming that you're not to try this if you cannot handle spicy food or if you're allergic to this sort of thing. In regards to the warning section, do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshade or capsaicin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or are pregnant or have any medical conditions. Keep out of reach of children. Keep out of reach of children. And speaking of which, one of them actually got affected with this. Right or wrong? If you haven't seen the blog by yourself, I recommend that you search it up because this really shocked me. I not only heard about this in the blog, but I also heard about this on the radio when I was riding with my mom one morning, right? They were recently talking about this trend, about what happened to this child that took on this challenge when it's not meant for that child in the age group. Heck, it might as well not be meant for anybody because if they can't take the heat, then why do it? Why even now don't get me wrong, I love Pocky, the brand of this, because if you haven't seen my video where I took on the escargot and the pocket chip challenge, the pocket chips that I had at the time when I did the challenge, the escargot and pocket chip, I did not have the chips that were beyond this spicy level. And given the freaking coffin-shaped box, yeah, most of this is starting to make sense now because, well, I feel extremely bad for the child that was affected, and I want to send my prayers and condolences to the family of the child that took on this challenge and, of course, sadly lost his or her life. And I just felt extremely bad. And for this to occur after a long time buying this, and for it really shook me in more ways than one, honestly. And not only that, but I remember when my mom and my big sister showed me the video where this one person took on this kind of challenge as well, and she was struggling to even speak correctly. She kept drinking her juice when doing the challenge, like running around because the spicy level was too intense. She ended up calling 911, right? She ended up calling 911, and it was just too much for her. And they were wondering, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? And I'm like thinking that time, maybe I can do the challenge. Maybe I can survive. But now, after that had transpired and that video that I saw in regards to how the person took on the challenge, I'm like, no, forget that. So, yeah, I said I'm going to do the challenge. Yeah, I'll do the challenge, but I'll do my own rendition of the challenge. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is me doing the pocket chip challenge my way. And by my way, I have 4 simple rules. Number 1, do not ask for a refund. Number 2, do not find a certain rendition of this freaking thing. Number 3, do not exchange this to anyone who may come into contact with this sort of thing. And most vitally, do not, I reiterate, do not do this to yourself. Do not ruin yourself. You're putting your own image and your own life on the line over something that's small and freaking dangerous for you to endure, because I did not want that for you guys. I did not want this for anyone. I'm not trying to have my whole entire body fumed up with so much heat. If a certain amount of heat that I would rather have, I'd rather have this level of heat, because you don't see me affected when it comes to eating this stuff, even though I hadn't done it on camera, but you don't see me passing out after eating this stuff. The spiciness level is just great. The same thing with the other spicy level of things that I love to eat and whatnot. So, yeah guys, for your own sake, do not take on the one chip challenge. It is not worth your time. It is not worth your money. Forget the refunds, because if you were to refund and get your money back, who's to say that no one is going to go for the same piece of the chip that I had, right? I would not want anyone to take that chance to buy the chip, because chances are it might happen to them as well. So for my own sake, for my own health, I'm not taking on the challenge. That's my challenge right there. I don't care how it looks. I don't want anything to do with the chip. Now, I love the other chips that I tried. Not something like that there, because I don't want to be floating upward to my own fate, meeting my own demise over something so small. It's game over right there. If you were to consume that right there, it's absolute game over right there. So there you have it. That's my challenge. The challenge of being safe. Now I made this video not out of parody and whatnot. I want to be as clear and concise as I possibly can for the sake of people. I want to save people's lives. I'm not trying to risk my own life and want that for the same thing for the people who have come across this sort of thing. Don't go for refunds, honestly, because, well, I don't want anyone to, like, meet the same fate as that poor child did. I don't want to see any more stories in regards to, because that right there scared the heck out of me inside, on the inside. On the outside, after hearing it, I was like, God, that's shocking. But on the inside, though, I felt like shaky. And I was like, I know what I must do. Now, I was going to dispose of it after hearing about it, but I want to make this video crystal clear to every single one of you. Do not take that false chance right there, the poor excuse of a challenge right there. It doesn't matter if your tongue turns blue from that stuff. There are other alternatives to where your tongue can turn to a different color, even blue itself. You got freaking Laffy Taffy, you got Jolly Rancher, you got freaking Starburst, any candy that makes your tongue color alternate temporarily. I'd rather that other than dealing with that shrimp down there. I guess you could say this is a sort of event. Yeah, this is an event because, well, I wanted to get this out of my chest because after seeing the story in regards to the one chip and, of course, how it had gruesomely affected the many people out there, I do not, I just don't. If I want to do a spicy challenge, I can do my own alternations of spicy challenges. I can do this if I wanted to. I can do like 4 of these, a whole pack. But I need to make sure I have kimchi and plenty of water because, well, I ain't trying to have my whole body infused with salt. We're not meant to overconsume that amount of salt. If I want to do a challenge like that, I'll make sure I have a big bottle of water at that because I want the saltiness to wear out, right? And I can do this kind of challenge. I can do a spicy wing challenge. I can do a spicy burrito challenge. I can do any spicy challenge, even spicy curry, whatever food that has a decent spicy level, the decent Scoville level, other than that stuff down there. I don't want anything to do with that huge level down there. Like, dude, a Carolina Reaper and a Scorpion Pepper? Heck, just one right there is enough. One pepper is enough. It is the Scorpion or the Carolina Reaper, not just both of them. That could seriously kill somebody. Heck, I even got that Beyond the Sandy sauce that I bought years ago from the beef jerky market. It's still in the refrigerator, but heck, I didn't pass on from that, even though in the first shot I kind of messed up on how many drops I added on a certain lunch that I had one year, and I ended up soaking my lips in a glass of cold water for some time. I didn't pass out after that, thank God for that, because I don't want that to, like, affect me inside and out gruesomely. I don't know. Like, you just gotta be careful, everyone. I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. Please, for the love of goodness, be careful when it comes to handling this stuff. Heck, I'm not even gonna take that chance to even handle it myself because I told my sister about it, and I'm telling myself right now on camera, well, I told myself a long time ago that I'm going to dispose of it. I was like, no, not yet. I want to make this video out first, just to spread the word, to save you guys' lives, because something worse could happen, and I don't want that for you guys either. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for my family or anyone else that come across this sort of thing, because this is ridiculous right here. So, there you have it. My challenge right there is destroying the dang thing. That's it. So guys, with that being said, I do apologize for this heinous vent. I had to be real on this sort of trend because, well, when it comes to spicy foods, now like I said, I'm not about objecting spicy foods, especially this beloved flavor of ramen right here, because you guys know me as a ramen lover. So, I'm not about objecting stuff like that, but when it comes to high levels like that, I'm not about objecting Pocky, because Pocky is a great brand like any other chip brand, like Frito-Lay and Lay's, any other amazing chip brand that we know. But when it comes to this sort of thing, you just have to tread lightly. Well, when it comes to that, I said don't tread it at all because, well, like, it's not worth the time, it's not worth the money, it's not worth the consumption, especially for your health, because it could deteriorate your health in a matter of minutes or seconds, or even worse than that, even a nanosecond at that. So yeah, guys, that right there is going to conclude my video. And once again, I made this video to save your life. Do not fall for that trickery right there. It may be a challenge, but just please don't fall for it, guys. I'm telling you guys this because I love you guys. I care for you guys. I don't want anything transpiring to you guys gruesomely. And it's, yeah. So with that being done, with that being carried out, I got the steam out of my system. Not that kind of steam. I don't want that kind of steam. So, with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for listening, and of course for watching as well. Make sure you like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below, and please subscribe for more content. No, comment down below leaving a hashtag stop this, because it is not worth it. It's just not. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. Social media and Twitch are provided in the description. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and listening. And remember, guys, I love you guys. Always remember to take care of yourselves. And also get this flavor ramen too, because it is so good. Hey guys, Silverreploid CLD here. I want to thank all of you for watching this video. Please smash on the like button, subscribe for more content if you're new, and please turn on the push notifications. And also, please make sure you check out my other videos or any video on display and show tons of love and support for not only me, but to those who are also involved. Have a great one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!